Ready to chop it up like we always do on the late night tip. How y'all living? Hope you guys had a good week. Hold on, let me get my audio and everything together. But yeah, I hope you guys had a very good week, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are being productive this week so far, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a very productive week. We are having the Juneteenth celebration at the Hidden History Museum this Saturday. A lot of people are going to be there. It's going to be on and popping. I cannot wait to see you guys in the building. But we're here nonetheless. What's up? We got D. Tubman in the house. Uh, we got Cardi in the house. We got Sir Major in the house. We got Just Allah in the house. Um, we have Bing Rames. T.S. Giselle in the house. How are you, T.S. Giselle? You up, doing what you do. Um, Speaking of pride, not because we're talking about pride. Don't give a thumbs down, T.S. I'll let you get on in a minute because we are talking about the Pride celebration at the White House. We are talking about the Pride celebration. And you know what, T.S. Giselle, get on in here since we're talking about that, and you're a person who's a part of that community. Hop on if you may. If you want to hop on, because I do want to ask, unless you have a customer over there or something. We don't want to mess your money up, but I do want to ask, what do you think about that situation at the White House? You know, they got Juneteenth and Pride Month popping off at the same time, and they had a big Pride celebration at the White House with Biden, and they had some trans people up there standing in front of the White House with their quote unquote breast out. It was very disgusting. Let's keep it a buck. That was a disgusting, degenerate display of debauchery. That was disgusting. If you were a biological woman doing that, that would be disgusting. And there has been a lot of backlash because of it. We're being shamed to say or to not say how disgusting that type of behavior is. And even throughout the whole month of June, with all of these weird celebrations where they're bringing children around and you have these people twerking around kids and people showing their balls and bussy, all this stuff around kids. I mean, literally, dudes running around here with thongs, twerking for kids. Um, oh, yeah. Have they shamed us into to not being able to say, "Hey, this is some degenerate bullshit"? Is everybody scared? Because see what they do, they put out this stigma, especially with black people. They say, well, there's a lot of homophobia in the black community. So if y'all don't accept people for what they are, that's going to be a problem. But I don't want to accept degenerate stuff directed towards kids. I'm not going to accept that. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing degeneracy. And I'm not just going to be afraid to say that. That's degenerate. You're at the White House pulling your top off, showing your weird breasts. That's degenerate, man. And is this where we're going as a society? And then they bring that stuff in the schools. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring that nonsense, that degenerate nonsense, into the school system. And that's a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call it for what it is. That is a problem. That is not a good look. And let me tell you something, out here in California, they're taking this thing to a different level now. Out here in California, they got like a little bill that they're trying to pass, and I don't know if they passed it already, where if your kids act a certain way and then you try to correct your kid, they'll say that uh, you not letting your children be moist, that's a form of child abuse. And they're talking about taking people's children away from them. So if you have a son and his little ass run around the house in some heels and you say, hey man, get them goddamn heels off and get that Spider-Man thong up out of you, dude. What the hell is wrong with you? They can say, well, damn it, You're not letting your son be who he wants to be. So this is a form of abuse. So we're gonna have to take your child and put him into child services. This is where they're going with it, man. And people thought the buck breaking movie, y'all thought that was a game. Y'all better go watch buck breaking. We told y'all stuff like this was going to happen years ago. Go watch buck breaking. We told y'all what was going to happen. There's a reason why I do these films ahead of these movements and these bills that they try to put out, just to warn people, to give you a heads up what they're going to start doing. And in the movie Buck Breaking, we took it all the way back. We put it in a historic context, we took it in a social context, we talked about it from the context of them doing stuff to us as black people, because we have to understand many things that they have for the dominant society, they practice on black people first. All right. And this is where a lot of white people, they better get a part of the game. A lot of stuff that they do to your ass, they practice with us first so they can normalize it. Because, see, now let me show you something. If you notice, have y'all seen some of these videos of white people getting their asses whooped by the cops? There's a lot of videos of white people getting slammed and choked out and getting their arms broken by the damn police. And they're like, hey, fuck. God, where's the justice, dude? No, 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 no. Y'all were perfectly fine when it was happening to black folks. Y'all was sitting up cacan and kikiing when it was happening to black people. It ain't? So when you open that door for one group, remember, that door stays open for a minute. You don't open that door, and now you got some white people out here getting gaffled up and roughed up a little bit. Yeah? And now you want to talk about how corrupt the police are. We've been saying that. So non-justice will turn around and bite the dominant society in the ass every now and then. And they don't like it. Yeah. So now, again, the movie Buck Breaking talked about the sexual exploitation of people by the dominant society going back into the Greco-Roman era. We even went farther than that. We went into the caveman days where they were doing weird stuff. And we talk about how that sexual dominance, especially of males, and creating a situation where people are sexually confused, that's a form of warfare. That is a form of warfare. You can that's what Alexander the Great would do. And Alexander the Great, the Greek general, he was a little old freak. And, he was a queen, and he would sexually dominate some of the people that he would conquer. The males. So that's a form of warfare. Just like when some of the Arabs went into parts of Africa, they would turn certain people within African society into eunuchs. They would castrate them. Sexual dominance is a form of warfare. And that's been practiced on us for centuries. And even with the dominant white society, they want to control you too. And they can control you and confuse you sexually. They can control the masses of you as well. It's all about control, and it's all about warfare. It's a real heavy dynamic. I hear my daughter in the back making baby sounds. Let's get some people in here. Let's get ODB in here. ODB. Let's get ODB in here. And then we'll get then I'm gonna get TS in here to speak. What's up, ODB?
Hey, how you doing, Tariq? Yeah, I wanted to wake something up on the stage. It's kind of outside of the subject matter right now, but I think you posted about the young boy Sensei Reed in Columbus, Ohio. You know what I mean? Who was shot and killed. His murderer, a 36-year-old murderer of this 12-year-old boy, is getting off without no criminal charge, or not, or without getting a murder charge. You know what I mean? I just wanted to wake that up on your stage. Because it's a lot. You got a big following and whatnot. And then I found another guy. He's like one of these B1 guys. He's part of like the trans community.
Okay, yeah, but if you're gonna say something and post a picture that's relevant to what you're saying, don't use the death of a kid. You're posting some troll material, dude. And Yeah, talking about a kid who got killed and then trying to post some troll shit. That's a kind of a buster ass move, bro. Because that's a serious situation about that kid who got killed out there and the white supremacists got off. And a lot of y'all dudes, with those feathers in your shit, y'all do a lot of little fuck boy shit, and y'all do like a lot of bitch made stuff. You don't use that kid's murder to post some troll shit. Yeah, that's corny, mad corny, my dude. But let's get some other folks in here. We got a foundational Black Canadian. All right. Let's get that person in. Yeah, foundational Black Canadian. What's going on? What's up, foundational Black Canadian? You got something to say? Where you at, man? All right, turn your microphone on, bro. All right, all right. Let me get Donna. Let's get Donna in here. Donna, where you at? Turn your microphone on, Donna. When you guys come up, when you raise your hand and get on, and have your. There you go, Donna. Donna, let's get your microphone together, ma'am. Hello. Okay, people, y'all cannot be walking around here with these janky iPhone 2s. That is not the business. A foundational Black Canadian. Are you ready to get on, or are you still? Is it still janky with you? All right. Let's get some more people in here. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. No, 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 no. Let me get him out of here. He's posting some stuff from T.S. Giselle's page. Hold on. No, 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 no. Yep, he's posting some stuff. One of T.S. Giselle's customers popped through. Well, we don't want that. And let's get some other people up in here. Let's get Conscious Widow in here. Conscious Widow, hop on, ma'am. I'm getting some of T.S. Giselle's customers out of here. Conscious Widow, hop on.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I can hear you, ma'am.
I'm great. First of all, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you. That's crazy. But I've been a fan since like, I don't know, 2015, probably a little earlier than that. But
Love it.
I want to say happy birthday to your baby. I called it. She was born on my birthday, so happy birthday to
Oh,
both of
love it.
us.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'll be there on Saturday. So I hope that I
Oh,
can
cool.
get to meet you and take a picture with you because I've been a long time fan.
Abs- Absolutely. I would love to meet you there at the event
I hope
Saturday.
to see
Yes,
hope
indeed.
to see.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get some more people in here. Yes, Saturday. It's going to be on and popping at the Hidden History Museum. We're having a Juneteenth celebration. It's going to be on and popping. We have complimentary food, nice barbecue. We're having the Juneteenth barbecue bash. We have great music. There's going to be a lot of comedians performing. It's going to be on and popping. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets. Hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Tis Giselle, how are you? Turn your microphone on, Tis.
Move out the way. I want my girls and we
Hello?
all need space. When the queen come through, part like the Red Sea.
Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, you do need space because you have a nice wide back that has to get in the house. But how are you? How have you been? How have you been?
Well, first off, let me say I'd like to thank the judges who voted me Miss FBA Juneteenth 2023. I'd like to thank Nikki the God, Connie Collins, Dee Tubman, and Miss Juicy Genius, who voted T.S. Giselle Miss FBA Juneteenth
But this is a
2023.
different. It's a different FBA. This FBA stands for Furry Big Animal. It doesn't stand for Foundation of Black Americans. So let's not get it
Uh,
twisted. But go ahead. What's on your
let's
mind?
not,
What's on your mind?
period.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
so okay, let's get to the topic. So what do you think about the whole the Pride celebration at the White House, TS Giselle, as a person who's in that
So
community?
yeah, so first off, happy Pride Month to all of the Black Americans that belong to the LGBTQIA umbrella. It's our month. I also love the fact that our Freedom Day is within Pride Month as well. I like to thank the White House and President Biden for honoring the uh, queer community and to host a special day for our community. It means a lot for a president in particular with the current political environment that we have in America, where legislation across the country is being passed that is really discriminatory against um, people within the LGBTQ umbrella, in particular anti trans legislation across the country. And so I'm definitely appreciative of the Biden Harris administration that, hosted this celebration to celebrate, all Americans. Um, I guess Biden left T.S. Giselle's invitation in the mail, but it's okay. After Biden is reelected, I'm sure that I'll be at the next Pride event next summer.
So, so you saw some of the antics of some of your fellow trans people up there. They were at the White House with their breast out in front of the White House. Do you condone that?
Yeah, okay. So I this audience and me answering these questions, I don't want to be crucified by the trans community, especially within the FBA type audience. So let me say this. It's absolutely just bad behavior, a lack of class. The
Right,
White House, is the institution that houses the President of the United States. And our ancestors built the White House. And so I have a lot of respect um, for the government and what the White House represents. So T.S. Giselle certainly would not have exposed myself in that environment. We need to have decorum in certain
right,
settings. And so I certainly
right,
do think that the White House, from my understanding, has been banned from the White House. I think that was
right.
appropriate. When I watched the video, I I was like super happy and ecstatic to see that Biden posed with a trans woman on the White House lawn. But by the time
But
I
she
got
messed up. She messed it up though with doing what she did. That old, that was a degenerate
it,
move, and that messed it up
it
to a
was,
certain
and I'm going
degree.
to open up a new discussion regarding the incident. But yes, it was
Right,
bad behavior. I mean, at the end of the day, we have to, respect certain institutions. That's the White House. With all of the anti-trans legislation being passed across the country, I don't know that going topless. Um, I just don't understand what the motive of that was. And so for me, this is what happens. I think that trans woman, she may have been Hispanic, but for me, I'm just going to call her Caucasian. So this is what's
right,
going to get me in trouble. Ugh, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this in this space. But it needs to be said because a lot of people that I've had, debates with about, trans rights and trans issues, they take the behavior of a certain demographic
mm-hmm,
that have a privilege that I don't have as a black trans woman or that a brown trans woman may have. Those incidents are often used to, challenge the progression of, you know, trans rights in American society. When you see, the white people take their children to a drag brunch, which, hey, if that's what a parent wants to do, that's what a parent wants to do. Personally, I have my nieces and nephews all the time. I'm not going to take them to certain environments. But incidents like that, incidents like exposing your breast at the White House, incidents such as a trans woman who has a full beard walking into the women's restroom and
right,
causing a tirade. A lot of those incidents have one thing in common. They're often perpetuated by Caucasian people. And who gets the brunt of that criticism? Black trans women like T.S. Giselle. And so when we
right.
have these discussions, we need to understand that There are, even within the LGBT community, white privilege is a thing and it does exist. Caitlyn Jenner to me makes life very difficult for trans people. Um, and so I just want people to understand that stop using these incidents to bash all trans women. Even
Right.
with the athletics, it's always the white swimmer. There's just so many incidents of controversy about trans impeding on American society, impeding on cisgender women's rights, etc. Magazine publications naming, which I don't have an issue with this, but a lot of people speak about, trans women being named as Woman of the Year, etc. Um,
Right.
trans White trans people speaking out against, the female gender symbol being placed on, um, like feminine products, things of that nature. I just want people to keep in mind that that's not necessarily a representation of the entire trans community. There is a privilege that certain Americans have over others. So I wish that people would understand that. But of course, they don't. And I have to fight off this foolishness every day. And I don't understand why my fellow Black people don't understand that some of these things that you talk about are not being perpetuated by people of color.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for your input. Very good input. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, Sam. Let's get Sam in here.
So this is wild. This isn't about white privilege. This is about mental illness. And
Well,
honestly,
Sam, Mr. Sam, something's going on with your phone. You sound like you have
Yes,
on a
is this better?
Bluetooth or something, sir. There you go. Much better. Much better. So what'd you
Yeah,
say, Sam? Go ahead
it's
again.
wild that there's a misrepresentation happening here, that this is in regards to white supremacy in and of itself. To be honest, when it comes to the alphabet community, there's a complementary additive amount of privilege for every check box you mark off. So I don't agree with TS Giselle, and I think this is about mental illness. I accept all people, whether you're LGBTQ plus, trans, gay, bi. I don't care. In fact, I'll show you all the extra support that you need dealing with your own struggle. But there's also a mental illness that needs to be addressed, and the fact that we can't point it out when we see it right in front of us, it's dishonest, and it's actually harmful for our children in the Black community.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sam. Let me get Riley.
Hello, how are you doing, Tariq?
Okay. I'm fine. What's going on with this voice, brother?
I don't really know what you mean. It's just how it sound.
Oh, okay. 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 Lord, you called before. You the dude with the weird voice. I remember you before. So you were pretending to be a woman, and also you catfish your way onto the broadcast, dude.
I never pretended to be a woman in my entire life, Tariq.
Okay, yeah, you that real sickly dude who's on his deathbed. Are you okay, sir? Have you got any help, any therapy? Does anybody need to do something with your machine over there? What's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm doing fine. How's the pegging with your wife?
You did what with my wife?
I asked how.
You better get you too sickly to try to get a troll joke in. Your ass is gonna fall out your damn deathbed. You're already sickly, dude.
No,
Come on, man. Don't
Tariq,
with them.
be serious here. Stop trolling.
I'm not trolling, dude. I don't want your ass to croak sitting on here trying to get off some trolling, dude. You too sickly to troll.
Tar-
Man, take your ass down there to the Make a Wish Foundation and get you some shoes and hats or something, man, because you only got a few weeks left.
Ta- Tariq, I've bench pressed more than you. More,
Oh,
more
dude,
than you.
You don't bench press anything but a serving tray at the hospital, sir. Eating pudding because your little lungs are toe up. What disease do you have, sir? Let me help you. I'm going to send you a donation. What sickness do you have? Do you have leukemia? What do you have, sir?
Tariq, I gotta ask, how how many times you get paid every week?
Well, I don't get Jerry Lewis checks like you do. You get checks from Jerry Damn Lewis. So obviously not enough. I don't get paid like you, nigga. Get you some Vicks Vapor Rub,
Oh,
brother.
okay, Tariq, I got a serious question. So you
Okay, brother. No,
no
you
no
you get your
no
no. Get your sickly ass out of here before you die. You're not gonna die with me on the phone because people always try to blame me for shit. Yo, old sickly ass croak on this phone. Like, Tariq Nasheed killed an elderly Hispanic. I don't know what he is. He's probably some little elderly Hispanic dude somewhere in a wheelchair eating a tamale and shit, looking at reruns of damn I Love Lucy. You're not gonna die with me on the phone, nigga. No, no, sir. No way, amigo, folks. But yeah, with the Donald Trump thing, I think that's a desperate move by the Democrats. I think they're just so desperate to not let Trump win because Trump is going to reverse a lot of the foolery that they're putting forth. They know Trump is going to get that immigration thing sewn up. A lot of this stuff where they're putting in schools where you got to teach transgenderism to children. Trump is going to reverse a lot of that stuff, as he should. I'm with all of that. Um, so they're making desperate plays. All of this stuff, charging Trump with all of these counts of this and that. I ain't co-signing that. I'm not co-signing that at all because Biden and those guys are doing much worse and they're causing more harm to Black society. And this is how desperate they have to be in order to stop a candidate from winning. Again, with the last election, I think, and I'm not even a Trump supporter. I'm not even a Republican. I like most Black people. I'm a MLK conservative because most Black people are actually conservative. We have more conservative views because we've been here longer than anybody. But with Trump and Biden, they're getting desperate. They have to throw the kitchen sink at Trump. The last election, I think that it was a finesse game by the Democrats. I do not believe all those people went out and voted for Biden the way they said they did. I think there was a major finesse. There was possible voter fraud. I don't know any people under the age of 60 who was running out here talking about they were voting for some damn Biden. Yeah. So it's a very interesting dynamic. Tyrone, hop on, bro.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, Tyrone? How are you, bro?
Man, not much, man. But I real quick, I got my personal opinion with the way they doing all this stuff right here with all this LGBT stuff. To me, they're making the country look real weak, and I'ma just land my plane on that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man, just them, having the pride thing, and then they're up there, standing up there with their breast out. I mean, come on, man, damn, this ain't it. That's just not it. And it should be okay for us to say, hey, that's not it. Oh, do we have another trans person in here? El Maz, I think the trans person. Speak your mind, brother. El, I think El Maz, I think that's your name. Hop on, sir, or ma'am, whatever you identify as.
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Quick question. It's not really relating to the topic, but I know you talked in the past regarding like white supremacist symbolism. Is there any
Yeah.
particular reason why Hollywood likes to portray black superheroes with the power of electricity? And that's Jamie Foxx's Electro, Storm, Static Shock, Black Lightning from DC. It's a lot of superheroes.
Probably it comes from some of the old African allegories of Shango and people like that who there were myths of African gods who would get power from lightning. So a lot of it has to do with that, like Ogun and all of that stuff. And if you look at Marvel Comics, a lot of what Stan Lee did, even with Wolverine and all of these other people, they had these remixed African allegories. Very interesting dynamic. Um, I think even the teacher of Wolverine was named Ogun. Um, Even with Batman, a lot of that goes back into Moorish alchemy during medieval Spain when the Moors were in Spain. The symbol for alchemy a lot of times was bats, and the whole story of Batman is an allegory for alchemy. So they've always used superhero narratives based on African or Black folklore. A very interesting dynamic. Anyway, but thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we got a lot of folks in here. We talked about that in one of my movies, by the way. Um, which one of my movies did we talk about those superhero allegories? Probably in Hidden Colors 5. I can't remember. I was just watching some clips of Hidden Colors 3 the other day because I've been doing documentaries for over a decade, and a lot of times, I do so many, I don't go back and watch them. But I was watching some clips because there was there's a lot of media outlets coming to the museum doing Juneteenth stories. If you are in LA, there's some news stories that's going to be on the museum next week on a lot of the local news channels. They've been coming down talking about the museum for Juneteenth. Um, One thing that I notice a lot of times when, what was I saying? I lost my damn train of thought. What was I saying? I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. Somebody help me out real quick. I was about to say something, then I got off. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. We got a trans person on the phone. Maybe they can help me. I was saying something. What was I saying? What's up? What's your name? Beauty?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Beauty, do you remember what I was saying? What was I just talking about? I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something, then I went somewhere else. What was I just talking?
I honestly have no idea. I was not really.
Not paying attention. All right, so what's on your mind then?
I just wanted to say that I agree with what T.S. Giselle said. I think the misrepresentation that's happening right now is outrageous. These trans people that that are being pushed onto everything, and that are trying to infiltrate every single aspect of modern life. They're not a representation for transsexuals, people who have gender dysphoria and just transition to blend in. I think what the liberals, Democrats, whatever are doing, it's very dishonest because one thing that I keep hearing is Black trans women are the most oppressed minority in this country. And the reason why I think it's dishonest is because they forget to say that the reason why they are targeted is because of racism. It's not because of transphobia. I think that they're using.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Go ahead.
I think they're using Black people again, as they always do, as um, a way to get votes. Because they're not. They don't have Black people's interests uh, on their minds. All they care about is furthering an agenda. And
Right.
I think a lot of people are waking up to what's happening. I was born and raised in North Africa. I don't want to dox myself, but I only moved
Right.
here a couple years ago and I've been noticing everything that's going on and it's not right. I think
Now, did you become transgender here? Because in North
no,
Africa, because I see,
no, I
yeah,
started when I was there. So it was actually,
really?
yeah, it was DIY, hormones over the counter, all of that. And as soon as I got the money, I went to Thailand, got my surgeries. Which is another reason why I think that a lot of the people who are now claiming the label trans, I would say maybe 95% of them are not even close to being trans. They love saying things like, oh, trans genocide. You want to talk about genocide? Go to North Africa or to the Middle East, where people get beaten up and killed on the streets just for being effeminate, just for being a butch lesbian, you know.
Right. All right. Well, there it is. There it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nikki the God. Let me get my sister Nikki
Hello,
up in
Tariq.
here.
I want to wish your
Go
baby
ahead,
girl
beloved.
a happy birthday. And I wanted
Thank you so
to
much.
remind you that you were talking about the local news outlets covering the museum around Juneteenth.
Yes. I was talking about that in what context? What was I saying that in context of? I forgot what I was saying it for. I
You
mentioned
just said
that.
that they were just going to be covering, mentioning the museum, and you mentioning the museum and Juneteenth a lot, and it's going to be local news outlets. That's all I remember.
Okay.
That's all I got. Sorry.
All right. This is fine. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
beloved. Yeah. Well, I was saying it in the context of something. I forgot what it was. But yeah, we got a lot of local news people coming out. Well, they've been out, and we're going to be featured on TV out here locally next week about Juneteenth and all that stuff. But let me see, we got a lot of folks. TS, you want to say something else? Let me get TS to kind of address that person, and let's make it quick. TS, Giselle, real quick. I know TS want to.
No, I had to come back because what we're not going to do is take my words and twist them. Also, what we're not going to do is act like there's an issue that the presence of trans people and gay people in American society that we're matriculating across all platforms. We're not going to criticize that because we're humans as well. When you guys speak about an agenda, there's no agenda. It's just that we're being more visible. The visibility of trans people is not a threat to American society at all. So we're not going to do that. Okay?
Okay. All right. All right.
Period.
There you go. All right. Let's get what's your name? Duryea, whatever your name is, Duryea. Hop in, Duryea. Let's get you on in here. Duryea, hop
Yeah,
on.
I'm here, Tariq. I'm here.
There
Hey,
you go. What's up,
hey,
Duryea?
what's going on? I want to be quick, and so I remember Lily Fuller says, what do you replace the system of white supremacy with? And that's with a system of justice, meaning a
Justice.
guarantee of
Yeah.
whoever needs the help the most get it. All right. And so in our community, the Black community, the FBA community, we've always kind of supported our talented LBGT plus, Little Richard, Luther Vandross, Tevin Campbell,
Right.
Uncle Phil,
Right.
Bayard Rushton, Queen Latifah, Billy Porter, RuPaul, at least gave them their respect. So, it's kind of disingenuous to really put it on the Black community or the FBA to say that, like we have some type of history of anti, LGBT or anybody with that kind of, alternative lifestyle. Like you said, we always play the
Right.
dozens and stuff like that, but, we never really kind of been anti or committed any type of hate crimes and stuff like that. So, and
Right. Right. A lot of movements like the Harlem Renaissance movement, that was a black LGBT thing. There was a lot of black LGBT people a part of that,
right,
and they were welcome in black society. So yeah, I
right,
don't Langston Hughes, all those guys. Yeah, so yeah, that's that lie
right.
that we are inherently homophobic, but that's
I had
bullshit.
one more point, Tyreek, real quick. Do you remember when, what I thought was the most treasonous thing from, amongst other things from the Democrat Party? Remember when Trump came into office and in the Black Caucus was, offered, extended for them to come to the White House and, put a black agenda or say what they wanted to say to Trump, and they turned and I'm not going to the White House. Remember that? I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out how did
yeah.
black people forget how treasonous that was, because they had no authority to play emotional politics, that there are representatives, no matter whether you like that man or not, you are obligated to go speak for us and advocate for us. You don't sit there and talk about, I'm not going to talk to this man. I thought that was so treasonous, and I'm so upset that we forgot about that with the Democrat Party, with the Congressional Black Caucus. Shil Jackson Lee was one of the ones that led
Yeah.
that. That was so sickening, man.
Right, right. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we gotta call out a lot of their behavior. What's up, Dr. Robo?
Hey, what's good? Thanks for having me, man. Peace, Tariq. I
What's
just
up, man?
want to say in reference to what the person that just came up and said. I think it's very disingenuous to say that there's not an agenda, at least with the children, in terms of LGBT or trans, because like I'm seeing too much in regards to the kids. Now, adults may be something different, but I personally see an agenda with the children. So
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody want to address that or combat that, I'd love to, at least hear a different perspective, because I definitely see an agenda in terms of schooling and things of that nature. Whereas like it wasn't even a push for Black history to be taught in the schools as much as it is about pride or gay issues. You get what
Right.
I'm saying, though?
Right. Real talk. And there is an agenda, and nobody can really justify it. Why are you teaching children about bisexual people and transgenders? What is the purpose of that other than to sexualize them? Right? T.S. Giselle? Hold on. We got the expert in here. We got TS, the expert. Come on, let me let TS back in here. TS, hop on.
This is what we're not going to do. We live in a country of 330 million people. You guys are taking these random, isolated incidents, probably lies, quack QAnon theories of what's going on in American schools, and there's really no proof to prove the points that these people are trying to make. At the
TS, hold on.
hold on.
TS. Hold on, no, because no, you say there's no proof. There is proof that they are trying to teach children transgenderism and what bisexual people are. This is absolutely true. Do you think it's okay to teach children this, TS?
So, do they not teach? I'm just confused. Is it because they're, if anything, educating
Come on.
tolerance with the next generation
Tolerance
and
about people's
acknowledging,
sexual.
hold on, and acknowledging that people identify as something other than the standard heteronormative world that we live in? What's
What does a
what's the
4-year old
problem
need to
there?
know about standard normative, T.S. Giselle? Do you see what I'm saying? You're talking about 7 and 8-year old kids talking about trans normative and all. Really? Do they really need to learn
So
that?
acknowledging that there are other genders, I don't get why that would be a negative thing if it's teaching the future generations tolerance. Because
I
when
don't
I, hold
necessarily.
on,
What? No, because you got to break that down. What genders are you telling a 7-year old?
I don't know what the curriculum is. Maybe for someone that's actually in
No,
education.
nobody ever know what the curriculum is until the curriculum is hitting the kids. See, that's
Again,
the thing.
I would need to, the previous speaker needs to show a curriculum that
I don't want
specifies.
my kids learning about genders of people's
But
sexuality.
Tariq, don't
You
has
know,
like sex education been a thing? Because when I was in elementary
if
school,
you got sex back in the day when they
I
taught
mean, I
sex
don't know now because
education in
I don't
high
have children,
school,
but
hold on, I'm telling you, when we were kids, your parents had to sign a note for you to go to a sex education class. I remember one in junior high. We had to get a note from our parents. They had to sign off on it. They had to get you had to get permission to teach your children stuff about sexuality. It was a special class for that. Now they're normalizing this stuff and they don't want to say exactly what they want to teach, which is scary because if you're teaching LGBTQ, one of the B is bisexual. So what are you telling a kid about bisexuality
I
for?
just don't know that those statements are accurate. Again, I need to see some,
What's not accurate?
because I
What's
need
not
to see a curriculum that validates the statements that you're making as the previous speaker made and what people say on the internet.
if you look at the news, Giselle, they're talking about teaching LGBT studies at school.
I
What
think
does
that's a very
LGBT
broad
mean?
spectrum.
That's not a well, okay. How is that
If it's only to introduce that the world is different. It's not
okay?
1980. It's
Yeah,
2023.
okay, so T.S. Giselle, when you're teaching children, LGBT children like mine, they're going to ask, what do those letters mean? That's the first thing they're going to ask. What's a lesbian? What's a trans? What's a bisexual person? Right? What are you?
So you don't think that it's important to answer those questions so that you know that
No,
let
I
me
don't want.
finish. You
Do you think?
let me make my statement before you respond. You don't The world that you and I were raised in does not exist anymore. The world that your children and my nieces and nephews, they vary in age, but for the ones that are 10 and under, it's not the same world. And so a lot of you mentioned that black people are conservative. I agree with you because I was born in the late 80s. I'm an 80s
Okay, okay.
baby.
I don't want to go on a tangent. I just want to say, hey, when you tell a child what a bisexual is, how is that going to help that child?
Again, for me, if the objective is only to teach tolerance to a new generation that the world is evolving, then I don't see the
That's
issue
not good at
with that.
certain. No, people
Now, when we
evolve,
start going
and
into like,
hold on, okay. Let me get some more people because you kind of rambling. Yeah, because yeah, see, you're not answering the question, Giselle. And a lot of people within your community, when you ask these questions, they do what you do. They start rambling off. These children, and I have children, when you throw some initials out there, they want to know what that means. Like my son always asks me when he sees stuff online, what does LOL mean? What does this mean, Dad? What does TWA mean? What does that mean? Kids are smarter than what you think. And then when they see the LGBT and all of that stuff, they're going to start asking about every single alphabet, right? And then you're going to get to that B, that bisexual, and I just don't want an 8-year old being taught about bisexuality. I just don't, man. What's the purpose other than to sexualize this kid? That's just not cool to me. It's not bigoted to anybody. I just don't believe in teaching anything sexual to children. There's no way you can't talk about sexual practices. And there's been teachers that's been taken out of schools because teachers up here talking about anal sex and how anal sex, I mean, to kids. There's videos of teachers talking about having anal sex and how to have anal sex, telling kids this stuff in school. So we're not reaching, guys. That's not cool. Let's get my brother Afro Elite up in here. Then I get Mr. Mister. All right. Afro Elite, hop on, brother.
You hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I want to come on and talk about what Tia Giselle was talking about because we have this very disingenuous argument all the time. Anytime you say this shouldn't be taught to kids as far as LGBT, which is really grooming, and all this isn't anything against LGBT necessarily, it's against grooming children, which is wrong
Right.
all across the board. And the thing is that we don't really have the same standard when straight people do it. Because if a straight teacher was talking about, oh, I'm into bondage, and I want to teach the kids about bondage so they can be more tolerable, we would say that's grooming and that's inappropriate, and nobody would tolerate that. So teaching children about anything sexual is not gaining tolerance, it's grooming. And we don't accept
Right.
that when it's straight people doing it. Just like you talk about anal. Straight people do that, but that's not appropriate when it's taught to children. We recognize that as
Right.
grooming. It's only this
Yeah.
deflection when it's LGBT. Oh, we're just teaching them about tolerance. No, because we don't
Right.
keep the same energy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, brother. Let me get Mr. Mister in here.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, Mister? How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm
Yeah,
good.
I
What's
just
on
want
your
to
mind?
jump up. Yeah, I just want to jump up real quick on this subject. Yeah, it's crazy that what's going on. Well, I'm gonna start off with this. Um, I worked with this lady from California one time, and we, these conversations come up in the workplace, and so she said that she was LGBTQ, said she was bi, whatever, but she's always in every man's face. Got it. So
Right.
her whole thing was talking to a black man from the South. She likened the LGBT uh with the And this is something that they play off of over and over and over. And they said it's the same thing. And it more dishonest, disrespectful, you know what I mean, disingenuous, like the whole nine. You see what I'm saying? Like they say that
Yeah,
their fight is the same as our ancestors' fight, whereas our ancestors didn't have a choice, no way, shape, or form. But these people are choosing, to walk this path. You understand? Like
right,
they're
right. They do that a lot. All right, let me get another caller here. What's up, Samir? Hop on, Samir.
Yeah, what up? To
What's
me,
up, Samir? How are you?
good. How are you, man? To me, this is very simple. Like, when has it changed that we just let children be children? Like, when did that change? I mean, I'm only 28 years old. When I was growing up, we learned sex education. They separate the girls and the boys. We learned about female and male anatomy, whatever, and that's basic level stuff. And also, there's a Pew Research study that looked into the different generations and how they identify. 1 in 5 Generation Z people identify as LGBTQ. That means 20% of that generation. That is a huge difference if you look generationally. So that tells me that there's something going on here. Between 2017 and 2021, that percentage has doubled from 10% to 20%, right? So 1 in 5 kids, age 9 to 23, that age range is identifying in this group. So and people that identify as trans, they will argue, oh, it's because of acceptance, but that's not true because trans people have existed for a long time. So
Right,
you know it's very simple. Leave the kids alone. You're an
right.
adult. You want to do what you want. Do what you want. I don't give a shit. But leave the damn kids alone. Stop grooming. Stop sexualizing them, and people won't have a problem. That's it.
Real talk. There you go, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the problem. People don't have a problem with anybody. If you're an adult and whatever lifestyle you want to live, if you want to do whatever you want to do, that's fine. But when you bring that to kids, that's a degenerate society. When we allow that, and what we're seeing around the country, I've seen way too many videos, and I can't even post this stuff where there's these marches for Pride Month, and there's kids out here, and these dudes out here twerking in thongs and literally doing sex acts in front of kids. Not cool, man. It's just not cool. And this whole thing where we are afraid to say that's not cool, that's bullshit. That's not cool. And this is a form of systematic buck breaking. Y'all better go watch the movie Buck Breaking. We break this down. Fred, hop on, brother.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? I
Uh,
just basically just teach the kids the truth. These are a bunch of sick ass individuals, and there's no such thing as a transgender. You can't change your chromosomes. You can get a chick that says she's a lesbian today. She can sleep with a dude tomorrow. So it's something that doesn't exist. Here's just a bunch of attention starved, sick ass individuals. Now I'm mute.
there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Fred. Let's get KK. What's up, KK? KK, hop on. KK.
What's up, brothers? How you doing tonight?
I'm good, KK. How are
I'm
you?
pretty good, man. It seems like what they're trying to do is actually the generation nowadays is not rocking with them. So what they're just trying to do is trying to get the next generation to accept this, so therefore they can go ahead and put whatever it is that they're trying to put out there, and then it be comfortable for them. Because we're not rocking
Yeah,
with them like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. That's why they're going young. That's why they're going for the kids
yeah,
because they are looking at the
see the
future.
white supremacy.
Made a big point. They're looking at those kids because the adults, too many adults are fighting back. They're like, okay, we'll show you. We're gonna get your kids young right now, dude. I don't even watch the Disney Channel on the Disney app. I don't even let my kids get on that no more, dude. I'm telling you, don't let your kids get on that. They got that shit all in the Disney app. So if your kid is scrolling around, they got all these um, adultified pride shows on there that's mad inappropriate for children. It's extremely inappropriate for children. It's too sexual for children. Matro, Hop on, Matro.
Hey Turk, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'll keep it brief. So yeah, it's like if you give them an inch, they're just gonna take a mile at this point. And once they get, it's kind of like how, I know 10, 15 years ago here in Canada, even the concept of being gay or bisexual, that sort of stuff was not really like, it was not frowned upon per se, but it was not really as accepted as it was today. And now they've pushed the transsexual agenda. Eventually they're gonna get to pedophilia and then incest and then so forth. But
Yeah,
that's what it is. But I'll
yeah.
land my plane there.
Thank you, brother. Speaking of Canada, did y'all see that video up in Canada of the white supremacist woman going on a tangent? It was a crazy white supremacist woman up there in Toronto, and she's drunk and yelling nigga, 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 and going around just kind of randomly attacking black people. And the sister socked her in the mouth, and yeah, she's just running around hitting random black people or random non-white people. When I saw that, I said, okay, that must be in Canada. I knew that had to be in Canada somewhere because she only got punched in the face once. You running around yelling nigga like that just over and over again, and only one person punches you. Yeah, because a lot of those Canadians were just kind of, skipping past her. A lot of those Canadians, those quote unquote black Canadians, they gave her a pass as far as I'm concerned. They were letting her run amok. I said, there's no way that woman is around any FBA people, especially no FBA sisters. And a group of FBA sisters would have drugged that bitch down the street. There's no way she would have been walking around running like that, yelling nigga that long. She was yelling nigga for about 5 minutes. I knew that's not, no. She only got socked once. No, running around yelling nigga like that around some FBA sisters, they would have snatched her bleach blonde wig all the way off. Yeah, she wouldn't have just got punched once. But yeah, that's a funny video. And people talk about ain't no racism in Canada. The hell it ain't. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, Canada got some damn racism. Don't you let them fool you. A lot of them alt right dudes come up out of Canada. Oh, they got a lot of them races up there. Oh, don't get it twisted. All right, let's get some more folks in here. Let's get AJ. Let's get AJ in here. What's up, AJ? AJ, hop on. AJ, turn your microphone on.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, AJ. How are you, man?
I'm all right.
AJ, are you Hispanic?
I'm from Palestine.
You're from Palestine. Okay, there you go. Are you in Dubai? It says California and Dubai on your profile. So, are you in California or Dubai right now?
I'm from California, but yes, I live in Dubai right now.
There you go. So, what's on your mind, AJ?
No, I just wanted to know. You're talking about this lady in Canada. The
Yeah. What about her?
Yeah, you say there's a lot of racist alt-right people in Canada.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why what makes you say that?
There are. You got a lot of them up there, and I battled them. And you have a lot of these races, people who ain't even white supremacists. They want to be white supremacists. I had a battle with one of those guys, a dude named Bunty. Where was Bunty from? He was either from East India or Sri Lanka somewhere. Anti-black as hell. And I got on his ass a few years ago. He was from up there in Canada, sitting up making a bunch of anti-black videos, and he had a whole crew of people up there supporting him. So yeah, it's a quite a few. Are you are you from Canada? I mean, have you lived in Canada, or are you defending Canada so much? What's that about?
Yeah, I've spent some time in Canada. I think Canada's a pretty nice, good place relative to the U.S.
Right. Okay. But they still have racists up there. You still have some of these that Lacey Green chick is up there too, and I think her boy, she had a racist ass boyfriend who was up there. So a lot of these people, a lot of these alt right connected people were from Canada. So you seem defensive by that. And usually, when people are kind of defensive, usually we're hitting a nerve with them. Sometimes y'all be hanging around those people. Do you hang around some of these alt right type of people, dude?
I mean, I guess I have, yeah, but I mean, it's not. Is there a country that isn't racist? I mean, that's just.
That's not the question. I mean, hell, that's like, is there a country that doesn't have rape? Rape don't mean that doesn't mean rape is good, and that doesn't mean racism is good. That whole yeah, there's racism all over it. No, that's bullshit. Shouldn't be anywhere, right?
I mean, that's in like a perfect best case scenario, dream world, right?
Uh huh. Well, we can make that dream a reality, right? Just like you made fleeing a reality by coming here when things got bad at home. So sometimes dreams, you dreamt of coming to America and you made it a reality. See? So we
Yeah,
can,
that's true. Yeah, my
right?
parents did that, and I thank them for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. By the way, what do you think about black people getting reparations in California since you are a California resident too? What do you think about black foundational black Americans getting reparations?
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up too much. I'm not sure. Is that likely to happen? Is that something that's looks like it's probable?
It's probable. It's absolutely probable. Oh yeah, we had a reparations task force. There were several reparations meetings, and there were some dollar amounts thrown around. So it's definitely probable.
And how do you differentiate? Between who's who? How do you how do you differentiate when certain people maybe don't have even their history or their uh, family trees?
Oh, that would be you guys who are immigrants. No, no, no. Foundational Black Americans, we have our history. We know exactly who our parents are. We are one of the few groups that can actually trace our lineage back a few centuries. Many foundational black Americans, we can trace our shit back to the at least early 1800s, sometimes 1700s, like me. I can go back to the 1700s and tell you who both my great, 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 great grandparents were. Some of us can even go all the way into the 1600s. So we have very meticulous records on our ancestry, so it wouldn't be a hard thing at all. So we already got that covered.
And so people that are 1/8 or 1/16 or very, you know, small amount of traceable history in their background, what are they qualified?
Well, the thing is, you have to be classified as black now. See, that's the thing. You have to be You have to be qualified as a black person now. So you can't be a white person who says, "Oh, damn, my great 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 grandfather was a slave, but I've been identifying as white, and my family has been identifying as white for the last 10 generations." So you can't do that. You can't Rachel Dolezal yourself in the game. So you have to be qualified, classified as black now, and you have to have a foundational black American ancestry. It has to be a lineage that traces back to the census forms from the late 1800s, early 1900s. So a lot of this stuff is already thought out.
And the question of how much money it is, how does that work out?
Yeah, the numbers are being thrown around now. Some numbers are like 50K per person. Some people are talking about 1 million per person in California. So there's a lot of different numbers being thrown out right now. So that's being worked out. So it's coming together, and it will eventually happen. So, and that's a great thing because that's justice, right?
Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, I'm still wondering about how likely something like this is, or whether it's all for show, and it's something that might not end up coming to fruition. But yeah, I just wanted to remind you, you called me a mayo monkey a couple months back. You roasted the shit out of me,
I
and I
did.
didn't appreciate that.
Oh, what did you do? Did you do something incorrect? What did you do? If I called you a mayo monkey, what did you do?
No, man, I came up, I said, "Hey, how's it going?" Immediately, you heard my voice. Oh, mayo monkey. I'm not even white, but you know.
I don't remember calling. You must have said something. You must have done something trollish, if I called you a mayo monkey. I just don't say that to random people. You must have done something mayo-ish. What did you do?
No, so I'd like to just ask you because I've been in a lot of FBA spaces, and there seems to be this distinction like Middle Eastern, Arab speaks Arabic. Okay, fucking, he's fucking white, and I want to know, I'm not too sure that's maybe government wise, maybe filling out census paperwork, sure, but that's I want to know what do you think of that?
Well, a lot of you guys do identify as white. Y'all come over here and y'all start sounding just like the white supremacists. And plus, on the government forms, they allow you to identify as white. And you don't know this. Let's talk about y'all women. And your women come over here, and the first thing they do is get a damn nose job. Am I lying?
I mean, I would say that might be true
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
Persians.
yeah. They come over here, and them women, your women, come here. They the first thing they do is get a nose job and get the skinniest Paris Hiltonish, fakest looking nose they can get, and then some bleach blonde hair. Okay, then a gang of Botox, and then you start changing your names. Yeah,
Okay, I mean that's fine, but I don't know if that necessarily mean because I wouldn't say that white people would group Middle Easterns as white, so I don't see how that's still that's the
but you
classification.
identify with your oppressors, though. See, the white supremacists oppressed you, and
Do we though?
uh, dude, you're from the Middle East. You know all
Yeah, and
the turmoil that the white supremacists keep up over in your homeland. They keep
understood,
up,
but we don't necessarily identify with them, especially when we come to the West. There are a few people who abandon their roots, stop
sir.
speaking their language.
Sir, I've been over there to many Middle Eastern countries. You know what I see every time I go over there, all over the place? Skin bleaching ads. Y'all have skin bleaching ads all over the place, right? Come on now,
I'm not gonna lie to Tariq. Where I'm from, I'm not familiar with people doing that. No.
dude. In the Middle East, come on, dude. Y'all got them skin lightening places and skin lightening ads. You drive through the freeway, that's all you see
Oh
is
yeah, yeah,
skin.
yeah. Of course, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That is in some places, but
Yeah,
you
a
know,
lot. Damn near all
but
of them.
we have Japanese people, Korean people. They want to widen their eyes, make them more round.
I
I wouldn't
know
say
this.
that.
I know this, and y'all too. Y'all from the Middle East too. And again, when you're women, you've admitted they come over here. They take the skin bleach to a different level. They get the nose job and the bleach blonde hair and the Botox and the cheek fillers, and they try to look as Anglo as they can.
Well,
Right?
that's fine. I mean, we have every single white woman in the West, in the U.S. especially, laying in the sun all day, trying to look more tan. So I don't know if that means they identify with us. I don't know if that means they're trying to look like us.
Well, no, they want to get some color because you don't want to sit around looking sickly, but you like the status of whiteness, and that's what a lot of the women from your culture do. They want to be a part of that white status because they identify with their oppressor. The white supremacists, they've oppressed the people over there. They come over there and they gank the oil, and you have some countries over there that try to do what they do, but they're still under the thumb of the white supremacists. And instead of fighting them, you kind of come over here and identify with them. And that's the difference between a lot of other groups and foundational Black Americans. We're the only ones who actually fight the oppressor class, and we reject the oppressor class, right?
Yeah. Last thing I just wanted to ask: are you familiar or are you open to the Jewish question?
What's the Jewish question?
I mean, I think just
I
the
don't know what the fuck you talking about. What the hell is the Jewish question? I'm about
just
some supremacist
the
bullshit. What is that?
strength, the strength and presence of Israel in the West, especially in the
That's
U.S.
that's
And
that's that. No, dude, I don't know what, because the thing is, you have Black Jewish people who are dealing with white supremacy over there. So what Jewish question? They're Black people who are Jewish who are going through hell, and they're dealing with white supremacy. Okay? So they're
okay, so you don't. This isn't something that you identify with, or
I don't know what you're talking about, because you have Black Jewish people over there in Israel dealing with systematic white supremacy. They have no power. They're even being killed over there. So, what Jewish question?
No, it's fine. That's the answer I needed. I just wanted to know if this is something you've discussed or you talk about.
Well, you haven't articulated it, because I
I
again,
think I have, but we don't need to go there if that's not something
right,
you know.
right. Well, you just haven't articulated it. But anyway, but
It
thank
was
you.
nice talking to you. Which
Thank-
state do you live in, Tariq?
I live in California. I'm out here in California, brother.
Southern or northern?
Los Angeles, man. I'm in LA.
Awesome.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
if you're ever in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, you need a car rental, exotic car rental, shoot me a DM.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'll holler at you. I'll holler at Dubai Uber, and we'll get it together. All right. Let me see. A lot of folks in here. We got Gabriel, the Democratic shield. Oh, we got the Democratic shield, Gabriel, in here. Oh, here we go. Let's hear some of these Democratic shield talking points, Gabriel. Let's hear. Earn your money, Gabriel. Gabriel's a Haitian. All right, Gabriel. They got you on payroll.
No, they do not, man.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Come
they
on,
do.
man.
Let's
That
hear
was
some of
only
these
for the that was
Democratic
only for the
talking points.
midterm elections, y'all. But
Oh no, no. The elections are coming up, and they got y'all niggas on speed dial. So yeah,
speaking of the
let's hear some of these.
speaking of the elections,
Go, let's go
how do
ahead.
you feel about your
Go.
favorite president being locked up or going to be locked up?
Oh, Trump.
Yeah,
Well, shit. A Democratic talking point. If we don't rock with the Democrats, we're automatically Trump supporters. So I think that it's a desperation tactic by Biden's administration because Biden is so trash that they have to do this in order to stop Trump because they know that, on equal footing, they're going to lose. So they got to do these little dirty tactics.
I mean
I'm not with
we
it at
did
all.
beat him already, so I don't think we will have to.
Well, yeah, yeah. Hey, the for that last election was a big ass finesse. That was a finesse if I've ever
Wait,
seen
you
one.
believe Trump's lies?
Not no damn lie. I believe that black folks were going out here voting for Biden like that. That's
I mean,
bullshit,
I went door to door in black neighborhoods in Atlanta in the 2020
man.
election. And the lines
Dude,
were long. The lines were long for Joe Biden in 2020.
dude, there have been video after video of ballots sitting up somewhere. Yeah, so
All those
yeah,
videos have been
everybody.
all those videos have been debunked, and those
No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
and those cases have been tried in court, and Trump lost like 60 court cases.
No, dude, they have not all been debunked. There's been several videos of these
Why do you
ballots
want to
laying
deny the
around.
fact that Black Americans in Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Detroit, and Atlanta put Joe Biden in the presidency, and they're going to do it again in 2024?
No, I don't believe that because I just didn't see a lot of younger black people. I didn't see them
Oh,
stomping for Biden.
the Gen Z numbers in 2022, there was it was a
Oh,
73
and
point margin with Black Americans.
yeah, them numbers weren't adding up, brother. Them numbers weren't adding up. I don't believe. I don't know one. I don't know nobody who was out there really supporting Biden,
No, I remember.
unless
I
you're
remember like my initiative, like working for the Democratic Party. Like you have people on the like you have their name, so you have registered Democrats. And I was going through different subdivision after subdivision, and they were all black. And every time I knocked on their door, I'd be like, "Have you voted yet?" You'd be like, "Yeah, I voted for Biden and Warnock." And it was like,
mhm.
it was like all the doors I was going to, like I saw the voters. So,
Well, you didn't see every goddamn voter, damn dude. I mean, you went to certain
I
neighborhoods.
mean,
You didn't see all of
I mean, I,
And I saw the people, who were like, "Fuck all of them." I saw them, and it was a whole bunch of
yeah, but like you see State Farm Arena, bro. That was a bunch of black people in State Farm Arena voting in 2020. That was a lot of people.
them, dude. And a lot of that
That was a
stuff,
long line.
dude. They have to start frying fish and bribing
Hey
people with
man,
food
shout
to
out to the
come out
legendary
to
Jim
do these
Clyburn,
photo.
man.
Yeah, they got to bribe people with food to come out to do photo ops. Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Oh yeah.
souls to the pole.
There's
They
the
do
fish was
they do
frying.
a
The
lot of
fish
things.
was frying. Yeah, the fish was frying too, wasn't it?
I'm just
You
saying
know.
though, there's a lot of people who are like, I mean, black people are loyal to the Democratic Party for a reason, though. You feel me?
But still, that it was a finesse. It was
I
that
don't know. I
finesse.
just think you should just give Biden credit where credit is due.
Biden is
I
trash.
mean,
Biden is trash.
he's on par to win
Biden
re-election
has
though.
not done. Biden has not done jack. He finessed the
If
election. Hasn't done anything for foundational Black Americans. He's been
you
pissing
didn't see
on
that
us ever
Juneteenth
since he
celebration
got
today,
in office. Oh Lord. Was it? Did they pull their titties out at that one too? I mean,
Yo, relax. That was,
no, I'm cool. I don't want to watch nothing they do.
yo,
I was gonna go to a concert. There was a concert for Juneteenth happening next week. It's a great concert
in
too.
DC
The Greek.
or
No, out here in
okay.
L.A. It's going to be Charlie Wilson and Nelly and a whole bunch of acts. And then I saw on the bottom with special guest Kamala Harris. I said, "Fuck
What's
these
wrong with
tickets.
Kamala? That's her home state.
I ain't about to go to that shit to see a damn
Cause of
stump speech."
cause of
Yeah,
Kamala.
that made me not go.
All
I was.
Kamala
It
gonna do
was
is
a
give like a
great
2 minute
concert,
speech, like
and I'm good.
man,
No, thank you.
Kamala gonna ruin the whole vibe
That
like
messed.
that. You don't rock with her like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no. When I saw she was gonna be there, no, I'm not gonna go up
And
and
speaking,
mess my vibe
and you're
up.
a California
Go
resident,
ahead.
so if Gavin Newsom does approve reparations and he runs for president in 2028, would you support him?
Absolutely. Yes, if he gives reparations and run for president, I will personally guarantee that that man gets elected. I will be out here campaigning for him heavy, making sure he gets
Because I
elected.
don't know if you see like his recent Fox News interview with Sean Hannity. I thought he was very impressive, and he's also supported the issue of reparations. Like he might be the future of our party. So I think,
Yeah, well, they're setting him up to be president.
yeah.
They're setting him up to run for president. He's going because Biden is done. So in order to go against a Trump, they're going to have to get a Gavin Newsom, and he
No, no,
has to
no,
come
no.
in there with do it.
Biden's definitely on his way to win re-election 2024 for sure. There's not a candidate that's going to beat
Well,
him.
I mean, you have to lock up your opponent. I
No, no,
mean,
no. But like,
that's how desperate.
okay, but
You
that's a
are.
separate issue. That's a separate issue. Like Trump's,
Yeah, I mean, damn.
are you
I mean,
excusing Trump's
look, you
behavior though?
have to lock you have
But
to throw charges at your
can you
opponent
excuse
to stop him
Can you
from
excuse
getting.
Trump's criminal behavior though? Like
I mean,
he
I don't
committed a
know.
crime.
No, Biden ain't shit either.
Well, no, but
I'm
I'm
not
saying, but
gonna.
you can't just say, oh, they're trying to target his.
Biden ain't shit
Okay,
either.
but you
I'm
can't say
sorry.
they're trying to target his political opponents when Trump like legitimately committed a crime. Like what they're supposed to like.
Biden's ass ain't no better. Biden no better. Old decrepit ass Biden is no better. No, we're not doing
Old
that. Biden
decrepit
ain't shit.
Biden. What do you mean old decrepit Biden?
Yes,
I just
indeed.
seen him avoid. He
Biden,
just
I mean, he's
avoided.
falling all over
Did
the.
he not just?
Biden is falling all over the place, dude. I know that's your boy, but Biden can't even
Well,
walk
hold on though.
straight, dude. The
He
dude,
just avoided economic catastrophe.
he's avoiding stepping 1 foot in front of the other. The dude can't even
The
walk no
House
more. So
Republican Speaker
decrepit,
Kevin McCarthy just called him very smart. He had like an hour's one-on-one
dude.
meeting with him last week. That's
Dude,
the
man,
Republican
if you
leaders.
don't get that decrepit dick out of your hand, dude, stop jerking him off. Biden is decrepit. He's tripping all over the place. He falls upstairs. How the fuck he
Okay,
fall
okay, I
walking
would
up?
admit this to you. Like that two
He fall
that
up
two that
and
two
down
that
stairs.
2 o'clock speech in the afternoon when no one's watching, Biden's gonna fuck up and make a mistake. He's gonna trip. He's gonna do something. But when it comes down to like a primetime speech or a convention speech or a State of the Union or a debate, he shows up. He
Biden
shows
don't know
up.
at
He
that
shows up. I
Biden at the Pride event at the White House. Biden pulled his titties out. He didn't know what to do and tripped over and
I
fell
have
on his
never seen
titties.
Biden fuck up in a primetime event. If it's a primetime speech or a debate, he's not gonna fuck up. That's why I'm confident
Man,
in him winning re-election because Trump
dude.
cannot beat him in a
Yeah,
debate or DeSantis can't beat him
yeah,
in a debate. And that
yeah.
you admit and you have to admit that.
No, stop. Biden has to, in order for him to win, they have to keep levying charges at Trump. That's the only way he might.
But can you admit you can admit that Trump committed a crime though, right? Did
I
you read the
don't know
indictment?
what all of that stuff they're talking about. Trump, I'm not co-signing
But
none of that
did
bullshit
you at least
because
read
the
the
Democrat.
indictment though?
I know. I did. To be honest, I didn't. I
How
didn't
can
read
you
it
say
because
that
this
if you didn't?
because it's political
But
desperation.
if you
It's
didn't read the
political
indictment, how can you even come to that conclusion if you didn't even read the
because
charges? Even
because it's
but
political. It's still
his
political.
own Republican attorney general said those are strong charges, and they're not because of his political.
Dude,
His own
if we
attorney
if we
general.
want to, no, because dude, if we're gonna go there talking about the corruption with politicians and all of that stuff, you have politicians that have done way worse than Trump. Yeah, he done tricked off a couple of money on hoes or that, whatever. Bill Clinton did the same shit. They would know and
But
lied
that's not what
about.
he's being charged for right
Come
now,
on,
though.
you know what I'm saying? Little shit like
Man,
that.
this is not little
Yeah.
shit. The man had nuclear secrets in his home, bro.
Oh Lord.
I mean,
Oh,
he's on tape saying
and,
it. He's
and
on tape. They have tape and text messages of this man. Like he did
dude,
commit a crime.
and you have the Democrats. They do the same shit. They
What
commit crime.
Democrat held classified information and defied a subpoena? Like
Dude, man. Man, you got the corrupt ass Clinton. They've been doing a little corrupt shit for the
I mean, I'm
longest. These
Haitian, so
folks,
I would know about corrupted Clinton. So like,
right? Yes,
okay, like,
yeah, and really, you should know the Clintons got Haiti all fucked up.
yeah,
The little shit that they did in Haiti,
we
finessing the
talk about it
money
at
in
the
Haiti.
family functions. We know what be going on.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, boy, you got a lot of Democrat dick in your hand, brother. And the shit that they've done to your family,
No,
that I tried to go to
no,
Haiti and help out with,
I'm saying,
when they finessed all that money
but
and didn't build no houses out there, and the Clintons owned all that land in Haiti out there.
yes,
Man,
and
come on, bro.
all of that is messed up. But the reason I just don't view the Republican Party as a viable alternative, and my values just align more with the Democratic Party when it comes to economics and other issues.
Because, dude, you're on the payroll,
Not on the
man.
payroll, and I've been.
Man, where you come on, brother. They got you. You're part of one of them marketing groups that goes out here and you
I
stomp
was
for
just
the
a
damn
young kid who was inspired by Obama, and I just like you feel me.
dude,
I just became a
dude.
Democrat.
And they gotta pay niggas to say the bullshit you saying. They gotta literally
So
pay you.
explain to millions of Black Americans who they're the white people didn't vote for Joe Biden, Hispanics didn't vote for Joe Biden,
And of course you're gonna
Black
stump
people
for them
voted for
because
Joe
they're
Biden.
for listen, brother. Of course you're gonna stump for them because they're for immigration. That's something that benefits you and your family. That lets
It's
your
not just
family
me
members.
stumbling for him. We had foundational Black
Yeah, it
American,
means your
legendary
family members.
Jim
Yeah,
Clyburn, who saved his campaign in 2020.
no, Jim Carpenter. No. You like the immigration policy because more of your family members can come over here and eat
You
off
see that?
us,
You see
and
that new immigration policy came out? It was like he had a new app coming out where you could get a sponsor. I thought that immigration policy was beautiful. And you see now,
well, no, they're
and now
trying,
you see now Biden, people coming across the border is at the lowest point since he took over because he's actually trying to fix the system. Like Trump didn't try to fix the system.
dude. They got people coming over here committing all types of damn crimes, all types of degenerates. Man, we don't know who's over here. Yeah,
No,
there's Asian
but
spies coming
that's
over
why I
here.
say you should give him credit
Come
because right
on,
now,
yeah, of course you, want.
ever since Title 42 went away, we are seeing now the lowest border apprehension since Joe Biden took over. So like he's making progress on the issue.
No, how you gonna make progress for some shit you started? You gonna open the door and then
Who
close the
fit?
door and
Well,
say, "Hey,
hold
look."
up. We've been having a broken immigration system for decades now. This is not with
It's
just Joe Biden.
broken. It's working. It's working exactly how the Democrats want it to work. It ain't broken
Whoa,
by
whoa,
a
whoa!
long.
Reagan and Bush were very
It
big.
ain't broken.
We're
You
pro
know
quoting.
why it ain't broken? Because listen, you know why? Because they flood the gates and let all of these damn Hispanic and Asian immigrants come in. But when your family try to flood in, they know how to stop that, don't they?
Hey man, I personally met a lot of
Right? Oh, it ain't that
I
broken.
personally met a
It
lot
ain't
of
that
Haitians
broken
that
when your
I
no
personally
no
in the
no
last
nigga
2 years.
no when your Haitian family tried to rush over here with the Hispanics, oh, you saw the system wasn't that broken, was it? They got on them horses and started whipping ass, didn't they? Right?
I see.
It wasn't that broken.
Look. I've personally met a lot of Haitians that came over that southern border like the last 2 years. A lot of us are over here and like under Joe Biden. A lot of us. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but they ain't letting y'all flood the zone
You
like
feel
the
me?
Hispanics.
And like, do they be tripping on the deportation?
They ain't letting y'all flood the zone though, brother. Y'all ain't flooding up in here like they do. Yeah, when y'all try to flood the zone with a bunch of you and try to rush the border, they're like, hold up, Timbuk. They start lassoing you while they're on horses. So they stop that real quick. But anyway, Gabriel, thank you so
Hey
much,
man,
Gabriel. Excuse me. I don't want to hear no more Democratic shield talk. All right, let's get Dr. Feeling Free. Dr. Feeling Free. What's up, brother? Oh, what's wrong with my computer? Oh. Dr. Feeling Free. What's up, brother?
Nothing good, Tyreek, man. I'm like Wesley Snipes in that one movie where Tommy Lee was chasing him. Sir Major done called Interpol on me, man. I am on the
Oh,
run. I'm on a
okay.
secure line, but FBI and Interpol's after me. Sir Major called them on me, man.
Oh, Lord. Boy, y'all got to get y'all troll material more creative, man. Damn. Good Lord. And where you from, man? I hear an
Hey,
accent. Where
man,
you
you
from?
talk to me all the time. You always talk about my
I
goddamn
hear that
accent,
accent.
bro. I'm from Miami.
Nigga, where are you from
Miami,
with that
dog.
accent? Okay, nigga, Miami means either Haiti or Jamaica. Where you?
My people, I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian. Haitian background.
Thank you. Say that. Damn it! I already know. I can hear it, dude.
Nigga, I ain't got no
Wait,
accent, bro.
have you been back to visit Haiti? Have you been back to visit Haiti?
Nah, because right now I do it. No, 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 not right now.
Y'all never want to go back, boy. Y'all
My
don't
sis,
be going back. Even
nah,
Kodak,
my sister,
Kodak Black
my
don't even
sister's
go.
there right now. My grandma died over there. My what was it, 2000?
But your ass ain't over there. How come y'all don't be going to your homeland for shit, man?
Nah, cause I'm across the pond.
What?
I'm not in Miami right now. I'm on the other side of the world, so it's gonna take me longer to get there. But
Were you in the UK?
yeah, no, I'm in Paris.
What you doing in
I
Paris,
got
man?
deported.
That don't make no goddamn sense. Nigga, your ass somewhere in Georgia
Nah,
right now.
dead
You
ass.
ain't
You can ask everybody. Everybody don't be on this app, man. I had got deported.
no, from the US?
Yeah.
What'd you get deported for?
I broke my I-90 waiver.
Oh Lord. And they deported you and sent you to okay, you didn't want to go back to Haiti, so you went to
No, I was
France.
born in France,
Oh, okay. God
but
damn,
I
boy.
grew up in
Y'all
America like damn near 90% of my life since I was like 4 years old.
oh okay. Now what's the vibe over there in France right now? Oh, he disappeared. Okay. Maybe he was capping. Maybe he's not in France. Maybe it's all cap. Yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up out of here because I've been on here for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Listen, we got the Juneteenth celebration, the Juneteenth barbecue bash at the Hidden History Museum out here in Los Angeles, the lovely Hidden History Museum. This is the hottest spot in LA. A lot of people are going to be there. Going to be a jumping spot. Get your tickets, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Ladies, there's going to be a lot of well to do brothers there. Brothers, a lot of fly ladies going to be there. We got complimentary food from our good sister, Chef Marilyn. We got complimentary gift bags for all the guests. It's going to be our Juneteenth gift to you. Get your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your tickets right now. Anyway, guys, I think we had a constructive conversation tonight. You guys have a great night. Papi Akute and Lola Vuve to the family. Y'all be good.